What's up, YouTube? Nightmare here. I'm trying a new angle, so instead of me, you seeing me come from like this way down, you guys are actually, I'm behind the camera, which is really weird, because, actually, let's zoom in real quick. There we go, much better. You can see things clearer. I've got this tripod stick just like shoved right in my face, so if I talk too close, it sounds like this. Oh, that's not good. Fire truck in the background. Yeah, and I don't edit, whatever. So I just wanted to try a new angle. Also, if you guys don't see Brian and I doing a few things on YouTube for a little while, it's because he just had a new little girl. So congrats, Brian. Officially this week, my wife is actually 13 weeks along, so here in a few months you guys might not see me as much anymore. I'm gonna still try to consistently upload, just at least. I'm gonna try to do something once a week. I don't get paid by YouTube like some other people. I screwed up paperwork a long time ago for that, but it's whatever. It doesn't bug me. I do this for fun. I always did it for fun. The getting paid would have just been a little bit of a bonus, but I do this for fun because people like it. So I've had several people recently ask me about this deck to redo it since I got in all the new stuff. The only thing I'm missing is a Storm Rider from Rejoin. So if somehow somebody has one of those, please let me know and hit me up, because I would love to pick it up from you guys. It's the only card technically I'm missing right now. So let me know. So let's go ahead and get into this. So first we've got the event card. Event card just says both players lose a health. And in this deck, it's a hardcore aggro deck with Riku. Riku's also, this is the Japanese Rejoin one that says, beginning of the game, search your deck for a way to the join equipment spell, or sorry, I've been playing it too much Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently. Equipment card and add it and equip it to this card. So he's really good. And we've got a Captain Pete. I just like it because this deck doesn't do a lot of searching, but it does do just enough to where I can get things. But at the same time, this is also to help shut down my opponent a little more. Then we've got a Chippendale and a King. Chippendale just is going to reset your cards pretty quick, and then King is just basically probably one of the better cards in the better cards, if not the best card in the game. You search card, add it to your hand. I dropped myself down to 1 copy of Diz when I changed the deck. Diz is still pretty good, but everything does only last till the end of the turn. For his boosts, 1 Donald Duck and 1 Sid. So those Sid's just really good because he can help draw. And then the final 2 level 1s are Moogle. Moogle says both players can play any friend cards from their hand of any level. Now that does not include Magic Friends, because they're played down separately. So that's it for the level 1s. For my level 2s, I've got level 2 Donald, Yuffie just to hopefully hit something out of the hand, Will Turner. Will Turner goes and searches out any of your equipment, so if your opponent pitches off one of your equipment cards, you go get another one of the Way to the Dawn and then just keep going. And then the final 2 level 2, the other 2 level 2s are the King Triton. Basically, you can play him down as a level 1, and then when he comes into play, you can play he goes back up to a level 2. So basically, you can start playing level 3s immediately, turn 1 off of this. So that's all the level 2s. I only play 1 level 3 because I play so much, because basically this kicks off your plays with things like that, and then I also play Magic Friends and Moogles, so getting into level 4s is super simple. So you only really need the 1 level 3. Then for the level 4s, I've got the Orin. Orin says that this card gains X support value, where X equals each one of your friends in your discard pile, excluding Magic Friends. So he can get really big. Also, after this card's participated in a challenge, you can discard one of your opponent's left in play friends after the challenge. So basically, he's a Sephiroth. He's a Sephiroth killer, or 2, he can snipe off anything they were wanting to keep and didn't use after the challenge. So he's really good. The other 2 are Donald and Goofy. Donald goes and searches any one of your magics, and excluding Magic Friends, and then Goofy goes and searches any of your attack cards. So those are the level 4s, and then I only played 2 level 5s because there were only ever 2 level 5s put into the game, which are the Sephiroth and Cloud halves. Basically what these do is you can only play them into play at the exact same time. You can't play them one and then the other. When they come into play, you have to discard every one of your friends that are already in play, friends and magic friends that you already have in play. But after these cards enter play, this card cannot be discarded by challenge after it's used in challenge or a battle. So it's basically combined Sephiroth and Cloud level 4s from Light and Darkness. And then this card cannot be discarded by card effects. So it's basically, as soon as you put it onto the table, it's a permanent 19 support value. Show you guys those a little closer. You see in the background the stuff like this. So they're really cool cards. Like, one, the art's fantastic on them. I actually debated on just hard casing these, but then I was like, no, they're going in the deck. And then we'll go into Magic Friends. I play 3. This one is Stitch. He's from Rejoin. He's a 3 support value, level 1 Magic Friend, so he's really good. When he comes into play, you gain a health. When he comes into play, you gain a health, and then if this card participates in a challenge, participates in a challenge, so as soon as he's played down during a challenge from your hand, or even if he was already in your friend area and you put him up into the challenge, your opponent has to discard all equipment cards attached to their friend card, or their player card. So Stitch is really good. And then we play 2 of the Bambi level 3. So, because Bambi really good. Bambi gets you draws. Let's go ahead and then equipment cards. I played just the 2, Way to the Dawn. Way to the Dawn says that it's the exact same thing as Soul Eater, so it gives you a +4 automatically starting turn 1. So what it does is, if you win a successful challenge, you subtract an additional health from your opponent. Then, anytime your opponent would play any card from their hand to heal themselves, you can discard a card to negate that heal. So you can actually, what's really stupid about this is I recently looked up some fun things of old people that played it and contacted a couple of old people that I used to be friends with that played this. Sadly, they sold their collections a long time ago, or I would have picked those up from them pretty quick. Sorry, Brian. Because I know with me saying that, he would have been like, did you pick up their collections? No, they sold and got out of it a long time ago. If your opponent plays a world card, you can actually negate the heal that the world gives you, but you can't negate the world being played. So you can negate them getting the health from it. You cancel the heal. Sorry, it's not the word negate. You cancel the healing effect of it. So you basically, if your opponent plays a world, you can discard a card and stop them from gaining the health from that world. If they play Cure, Curaga, anything like, you can stop a Stitch with this. Well, you can stop the healing effect of the Stitch. You can't stop the Stitch in its entirety because it doesn't discard the card. It just stops the healing effect. So these are really good. And then while they're equipped to Riku says that you get to draw an additional card during your draw phase as long as Way to the Dawn's equipped. So it's really good. And then attack cards, we got 3 freaking Soul Eater because this card is dumb. When you win a challenge, you subtract an additional health from your opponent. So basically with this, Way to the Dawn, and the event, you can subtract a total of 4 health from your opponent in 1 turn. I think you guys saw that in one of the games against Kyle. 1 Fairy Harp, just in case your opponent is beating over you when it comes to health or attack value, then you just switch yourselves. Oblivion and Ultima, just because they're giants. You have to play, you don't have to play them, but Oblivion and Ultima are fantastic cards. For the spells, the magic, I've got Curaga, and 1 Gravaga. I've thought about taking Gravaga to 2, but as is, it's really good. These are just for health, and I play enough people that can use magic, so they're really good. For those of you that don't know, Cura and Curaga, heal 2, heal 3. And then Gravaga says that you can choose 1 in-play friend card from either player's side that has a support value of 7 or lower and discard it. And then for these things, we've got Heartless. So I've got 3 Stealth Sneak. Move these up. So 3 Stealth Sneak. Even with its errata, Stealth Sneak's really good. It cannot be discarded, but all damage done to this card from attacks and magic is reduced to 0. So any other card effects that would do damage, still damage it and kill it. If I picked up the Storm Rider, I'll be honest with you guys, I would drop one of these for the Storm Rider. And then the last two are Cave of Wonders Guardian and Cerberus. If you play a Cave of Wonders Guardian and another Heartless on your opponent, basically you stop them from world racing for that entire turn because all damage has to go to the Cave of Wonders Guardian. And then 3 worlds, I play the Timeless River. It gets rid of the lowest in-play friend, so thing about that is you can get rid of crap like Phil, and Phil's a problem. Monstro, basically if you play Monstro, you're not going to play any of your other worlds that game. And then, because you want to lock your opponent into only 3 friends, and then 1 Destiny Islands to search your level 0s. So that's actually the deck, guys. That's the completed deck, other than, like I said, one Storm Rider. Sorry, I couldn't think of the friggin' name of the thing. So these were basically the big 3 new ones. I dropped both Sephiroth and I dropped Sephiroth for this Sephiroth, and then I just added an extra card slot for Cloud. I just bumped my count for the deck, and then Stitch I dropped the Simba. Sorry, I can't speak today. So I really hope you guys like it. If you did, hit the thumbs up for me. If you didn't, I'm really sorry. That's your problem. So I hope you guys have a really good day.